Cassidy. So in this video, I decided to share with you some tips on taking pictures. Now, I just want to say this right away. I am not a professional photographer in any way. I've just really gotten into photography in these past couple years, and I've just noticed some do's and don'ts and just tips in general on taking pictures, and I decided to share them with you. So yeah, so let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing is, what do you like to take pictures of? That's basically the first thing that you want to figure out when you're getting into photography. And I love taking pictures outside, so that's kind of like my thing. If it is snowing outside, I'll be in my pajamas, but I'll still get my shoes on and grab my camera and go take pictures outside, because I just love taking pictures outside, and I try to take every opportunity that comes my way. If I see something really pretty outside that would make for a really great photo, I would grab my camera and take pictures of it. But I love taking pictures of flowers and stuff, so just figure out what you like taking pictures of. What I like taking pictures of might not be something that you enjoy as much. You might like taking pictures of actual people, or you might like taking pictures of your pets, or if you don't like taking pictures like out in nature or outside, you might like taking pictures more in like a city area, like in a busy city. You just like taking pictures of like the buildings and whatnot. So you just gotta kind of find what you like taking pictures of, and go with it, because you want to enjoy what you're taking a picture of, because that's the whole fun of it. The next tip has to do with lighting. So this is more about actually taking the picture. So a lot of people think that all the popular YouTubers and photographers who have amazing lighting in their videos use expensive lighting equipment, and some might do that, but some have also said that they use natural lighting, which is probably one of the best options that you can have for your videos or your pictures. For me, I use natural lighting. I have no lighting equipment at all. Right now I'm using natural lighting, and for all my videos I use natural lighting. I just use the windows behind me, and for my photos, since I take photos mostly outside, the sun provides my lighting for everything. So just try to use natural lighting, and try not to invest in anything expensive for lighting, unless I guess you can only take pictures or videos at night and you might need lighting equipment, but just try to use natural lighting because it's the cheapest and it's the best. So yeah, and then another part to this tip has to do with how to use the lighting, because there are ways that you can use the lighting wrong. So to explain it in a better way, you want to use the lighting so that it enhances your photo. So let's say I'm taking a picture of an ice cream cone or something, and I have my phone in front of it. You want the light to hit the object rather than come behind the object, because if it's coming behind the object that you're taking a picture of, it's going to look very dark and you're not going to be able to see what you're taking a picture of really well. So you want the lighting hitting the object straight on. So I've got to say, I'm using the lighting kind of wrong. You can probably notice that, that the lighting is kind of behind me instead of like hitting my face. But I like my background of my videos to be like this instead of like a blank wall, because that's what I filmed on in some of my past videos. But sometimes I like to use that filming spot because the lighting looks a little better, and so yeah, you just gotta find the right way to use it and go with it, and your pictures will come out really good. And yeah, lighting is a really big part of how your photo looks. So the next tip is positioning/angling your photos, and this is also a big part of taking good photos. And there's this photography term that's really popular, and you might not know about it if you haven't taken a photography class or something, but it's really popular, and it's called the rule of thirds. And to kind of like tell you what that entails, you kind of want to picture while you're taking a photo, a grid on your screen, kind of to help you position your photo. So you don't have to imagine it anymore, because there's a setting on your phone, and there's a setting on cameras too. But there's also a setting on your phone where you can go to turn on an option in your settings. So you go to settings, then you go to photos and camera, and then you scroll down and there'll be a turn on button for grid. And you want to turn that on because you'll be able to see it while you're taking a photo. And you want to position your photo either on the right or the left or the center, but you don't want to be in between two. Like, you don't want to be in between the right side and the center, like in between the center and right line of the grid, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to explain this in a good way, but yeah, so you want to pick what spot on the grid you want to position whatever you're taking a photo of, and make sure it's in that section, because you want to kind of make it positioned well, and kind of also angle the picture that would look flattering for whatever you're taking a picture of. It could be a person or a thing. But yeah, this is a big part of taking pictures, is angling and positioning your photo to make it look nice. To do with the background of your photos, and this is really important too, because you might be taking a picture of a really nice flower or something, or a person, and you want the background to look nice too. So yeah, just pay attention to what's in the background. Like, for example, you don't really want like telephone poles in the background. Those don't really look like really nice in photos. But you just want a nice background. If there's a sunset in the background, that would look nice. But yeah, just find a really pretty spot to take a picture in front of. Or it could just be a plain background. Like, I didn't mind having my filming spot be in front of that wall, but I kind of wanted the background to look nice, like you see, like my bed. I just wanted something behind me to make the video look a little nicer. But yeah, a plain background doesn't look bad either. It's just what you prefer. But yeah, background, even though it's the background, it's also a really important part of a photo. The next tip has to do with editing. And for me, I don't think editing a lot is the best thing to do. I think of editing as enhancing the photo, not changing the photo. So I try to keep the photo as original as I possibly can. I don't put too much filters on it. If I do, I put like one. I don't really put more than one. But yeah, I just kind of not really edit it too much, because I want to keep it like what it looked like when I first took the photo. But for editing, I use PicMonkey if I'm taking photos on my camera, and because PicMonkey is really simple, it's free. You can make an account, but I think you have to pay to make an account, or you might have to pay to have you might have to pay to have different features on the website. There's some things that you don't really have access to when you use it for free, but I'm really simple. I don't really use that many features on it. But on my phone, I don't use PicMonkey. I use Afterlight. I've loved that app for a while now. It's, to me, one of the best apps for editing pictures on your phone. When I got it, I did have to pay a little bit for it on my phone, but I'm not sure if it's free now. One time I saw it was free, but I wasn't sure if that was like a special going on or something. But yeah, it's a really great app. It's definitely worth it. And yeah, so those are the two apps that I use for my camera and my phone. So yeah, for editing, like the details of what I do, for my photos, I turn up the saturation a little bit. but you have to be careful with that because you don't want to put the saturation up too much to make the colors look too bright, because like there's been times when I've like played around with it just to see what it would look like, and I put the saturation up really high and the colors look so bright. So I try to keep it a little low. I go at least 20, like up to 20 on the saturation. But it depends on the photo. If the photo is originally really bright in colors, I'd even put it lower than that. But yeah, I love putting up the saturation. It makes the photo look like, I don't know, a lot more colorful. And then I sharpen the image a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more focused and sharp. That's probably why they called it sharpen. But yeah, that's the two things I do. And then I don't really put filters on that much on my camera photos, but for my phone photos I put at least one filter, but sometimes I don't even put it all the way up. I put the filter like faded a little bit, so the filter isn't like all the way up on the photo, if you get what I mean. Because on Afterlight you can like tone the filter down a little bit. But yeah, I just put like one filter on it, if any. Like sometimes I just like the photo for after I put the saturation up, and that's it. So yeah, I'm pretty simple when it comes to editing. I just like enhancing the photo more than I do changing the colors and the look of the photo. But yeah, so that's what I do for editing. But you might like doing something else with your photos because everybody likes different stuff. So and the most important tip of all is to have fun, and I have fun a lot with photography. It's become one of my favorite hobbies. So yeah, just have fun with it. And I remember when I first got my camera, the camera I'm filming on right now, I got really frustrated at first because like the camera has a ton of features on it, and I haven't really learned all about my camera. And at first I wanted to learn every single thing about my camera and get perfect at it because I'm a perfectionist. So yeah, and I got really frustrated at first because I didn't understand everything, and so I just kind of learned to go with the flow and learn along the way and just play around with the settings. And yeah, that's how I've come to love photography, is to just have fun with it and not try to perfect the hobby that much, because I don't know, it's just fun to take pictures. And yeah, so just have fun with it and don't get too frustrated with it if you're a perfectionist like me. But yeah, so that's basically it. And that is it for this video. I really hope y'all liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below what you like taking pictures of, because I would love to know. And yeah, again, I just really hope you liked this video. I hope it helped any of you to maybe get some more tips on taking pictures. Also, don't forget to check out Amy's video where she did a movie review on the movie Finding Dory, which I loved, by the way. Me and her, we both loved the movie, and her review was definitely really thorough and really talked about some really great points to the movie. If you want to check her video out, click the I up here, or in the description box below, I'll include a link to it. And yeah, that's it. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you later.